Have you been told that you have one leg longer than the other? In most cases, your legs aren't actually different lengths. The muscles on one side of your waist are hiking one hip up higher than the other, making your legs appear to be different lengths. In this video, I'll tell you why this happens and how to fix it. Hi guys, I'm Sarah from Somatic Movement Center. I'm a clinical somatic educator and I'm the author of The Pain Relief Secret. I teach people how to relieve their chronic pain by releasing muscle tension and retraining their posture and movement patterns. In other words, I teach you how to retrain your muscle memory. The muscle tension and posture and movement habits that you've been building up for your entire life are typically the cause of your pain and misalignment. In this video, I'll be talking about lateral pelvic tilt. If you have lateral pelvic tilt, you might have been told by a health professional that you have one leg longer than the other. Or you might have diagnosed this for yourself. Now, it's rare for the bones of the legs to be different enough in length to cause any significant postural issue. So if you have one hip higher than the other, or if you've been diagnosed with leg length discrepancy, the odds are that it's functional, which means that it's caused by chronically tight muscles hiking one hip up higher than the other. So what causes this? Well, it can be caused simply by your daily habits, like carrying your bag on the same side every day or sitting with your legs crossed the same way every day. It can also be caused by athletic training, in which you use one side of your body differently than the other side. Lateral pelvic tilt can also develop after you have an injury, surgery, or if you have chronic pain on one side of your body. This happens because you instinctively adjust your posture to shift your weight off of the painful side, so you're resting more of your body weight on the other side. If this goes on for a while, your nervous system learns to keep certain muscles tight all the time to keep you stuck in this off-balance posture. Once you're stuck in this posture and you're standing with one hip higher all the time, you might develop some muscle pain or even structural damage to your body. Tightness and pain in the muscles of the lower back is common, and you might feel this more on one side of the lower back than the other. Because the lumbar spine is being pulled into a lateral curve, that's a sideways curve, you might develop lumbar disc problems or sciatica. You might have pain in your hip, knee, or ankle, probably on the side of your body where you're resting more weight. You could also develop joint problems in your hips or knees, like tendinitis, bursitis, or arthritis. And last but not least, idiopathic scoliosis often occurs along with lateral pelvic tilt. Lateral pelvic tilt by itself involves a lateral curvature of the lumbar spine, and if this curvature is more than 10 degrees, it can be diagnosed as scoliosis. So if you have one hip higher than the other, you probably already know that putting a lift in one shoe isn't going to solve your problem. It actually allows your imbalanced pattern of muscle tension to get worse. And if you've tried strengthening or static stretching, you know those don't really solve the problem either. You need to teach your nervous system to release the tight muscles that are hiking one hip up higher than the other. The way you retrain your muscle memory is with a movement technique called pandiculation. Pandiculation involves a slow, conscious concentric contraction followed by a very slow, conscious eccentric contraction. This sends accurate biofeedback to the nervous system about the level of tension in the muscles that are being pandiculated. This biofeedback resets the gamma loop, a feedback loop in the nervous system that regulates the level of tension in our muscles. So the result of pandiculation is a reduction in the resting level of tension in the muscles. If you pandiculate your muscles every day, your muscles will continue to get looser and more relaxed over time. You'll also continue to improve your voluntary control of your muscles, so you'll be able to contract and release them through their full range of motion. The muscles that are the main drivers of lateral pelvic tilt are the quadratus lumborum, the iliopsoas, and the internal and external obliques. So these are the muscles we focus on releasing in order to fix this posture. I have an online program that teaches 40 clinical somatics exercises that use the technique of pandiculation. Many of these exercises help to fix leg length discrepancy, and I'm linking to one exercise to get you started. Here's the link, and I'm including the link in the video description below as well. This exercise is called the side curl. Before you practice it, identify which of your hips is higher. That's the side you want to start working with first. You want to release the tight muscles that are hiking that hip up. So the first thing you're going to do, which is instructed in the exercise video, is to do a short standing awareness exercise. This allows you to focus on what your posture feels like internally, and it will allow you to notice what has changed after you practice the exercise. Then you're going to lie down on the floor on your side. You should lie down on your lower hip side so that your higher hip side is up and you can work with it. Practice the exercise as instructed in the video. You'll be pandiculating the muscles of your waist that are hiking your hip up. Be sure to release extremely slowly out of each contraction as I instruct in the video. Then you'll stand up and repeat the standing awareness exercise again, and you'll notice if you feel a difference in your muscle tension and posture. Now, this is just a starting point. Like I mentioned, there are a lot of clinical somatics exercises that help to fix leg length discrepancy. And it's also important to work with releasing tension on both sides of your body, not just the higher hip side. We start by working with the higher hip side because it's typically most effective. There's also an article I really want you to read. It's called How to Even Out the Imbalances in Your Body. It gives guidance on how to practice the exercises more with one side of your body and how to alternate sides in order to fix the imbalances in your posture. Here's the link, and I'm including the link in the video description below as well. And if you want to learn more about how pandiculation and clinical somatics works, you can read my book, The Pain Relief Secret, which is available on Amazon, and you can visit my website, somaticmovementcenter.com. Thanks for watching.